putter in St. John. Ooh. He zips that one past the hole, and with that tap in, another 3-putt puts Hagen Perry score through 72.
$1 billion company just selling water.
Selling one.
We are not sponsored. We are not sponsored by this company.
But we could talk. Hey, Liquid Death, you want to reach out?
Yeah.
We got really good ideas that we could sell things too. Let's open up your faucet at the house.
Yeah.
I got an idea for Nick. He could actually go to a bunch of other houses, like have central showings, and just fill up a bunch of pitchers of water for us.
Yeah.
We'll put it in a can called Liquid Life.
Liquid Life. There you go.
Liquid Oosting.
Yeah. There we go.
Hey, we're on something.
What do we got today?
All right. We got all kinds of fun stuff today. It is hot and muggy.
It is.
We did have a lot of rain. Probably going to be cart path only today.
They're closed. They're closed till noon.
All right.
TBD.
TBD.
Inch and a half of rain last night.
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of like sitting outside. Something sounds like really, really loud. And it's like usually it's thunder or wind. No, it was rain.
Yeah. It's not cicadas. They don't come over in Indiana.
Yeah, they're not allowed. They don't cross the border.
What is that?
I don't know. Nick, did you bring any with you?
No, I didn't.
Has there been a cicada rising in Peatone, Illinois yet?
Not Peatone, though. I was in Chicago Heights yesterday and did get attacked by cicadas.
That's
a true story.
They know where the border is. It's like they stop.
I was driving. Funny, I was driving down 30 yesterday, trying to get to Maryville to shout out for one of Nick's customers. Bought a house. Zach, little beacher guy there.
Yep.
Move over to Crown Point. He's tired of cicadas too. He's like, I'm tired of these cicadas in Beecher. I need to get to Crown Point.
How long until they die? I think
it's like, I don't know. I think it's
get rid of them, man.
I think we're screwed through the summer.
If you hit anywhere near the trees, they're dive bombing into your shirt.
Oh, yeah, they're horrible.
Well,
they stick to your shirt.
I'm driving down 30. You could hear them like over the stereo, and I'm like, this is not a good situation here. Usually, I'm hearing other things. I
think there was something about it in the Bible. I don't know.
Yeah, well, we'll read about that at the end of it. Revelations, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about some revelations, though. So. I think one of the biggest things we need to make clear here is the boomer alert real estate agent quote. All right.
What
do we got?
Yep.
Because none of us are boomers here. Maybe me. I'm a little old soul on occasion.
Yeah.
One of my least favorite quotes is, in all of my years of real estate, I've never seen this.
Oh, God.
And I had one of those yesterday.
That's a boomer quote right there.
Let me tell you something. In all of my days of mortgage lending this week, I've probably seen everything.
Yeah.
So if you're going to say that you've never seen in your real estate career,
all the years,
all of my years, when I got my headshot that I still have on my card from 1987, my big hair and my shoulder pads, listening to Madonna driving around. But here's the thing. There's always been this, I don't even know how to describe it, substantial misconception about conventional financing and FHA financing and the condition of the property.
Okay. Tell me more.
All right. I'm going to tell you everything on this one. You have 3 inches of standing water in the basement. I promise you, conventional FHA, the majority of portfolio programs are going to have an issue with it.
Yeah.
And it should not be a surprise. So to say that, conventional lending, like your house can be falling apart is not the case. Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, the conventional agencies that are in charge, right? Both have specific guidance about the condition rating of the property. They both indicate large issues that could rate the condition to where Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac won't actually buy or securitize that, right? Excessive mold, seepage, foundation issues, clear structural issues, substantial health, safety, structural soundness issues.
Things that are going to make you walk away from this house and say, go ahead, take it.
Correct.
Yeah,
and we hear this price point, right? And Nick and I were talking about this for a minute. This price point. Yes, I understand it's a price point, but also someone buying a house at that price point is probably doesn't have the financial means to fix a foundation.
Yep.
Right. And then
not a cheap fix.
So they're buying all of this. What happens after they get insurance?
Not going to happen.
Correct.
No.
and insurance, and we talked about this a few times now, insurance is not a maintenance policy for your house.
Mm-mm.
So you can't just go, all of a sudden, hey, the foundation wall collapsed.
Yeah, we ain't going to cover that.
You guys didn't even cover these damn door days. But if you're a buyer, don't get roped into hey, we need to go conventional because this house won't pass an FHA appraisal. The FHA appraisal, like the only real specific things on there are peeling paint for houses that were built when lead-based paint was still still a thing.
Yep.
Which, you know, if you want some good chips and salsa, highly recommend lead paint chips and salsa. Give you a little buzz.
Everything else everything's the same.
Cracked like within reason. An appraiser, and here's why, and we can talk about insurance liability too. So a lot of times, one of the biggest things that's been coming up have been smoke and carbon monoxide detectors being installed in the house.
Yeah.
There is a house, or actually it's a condo that caught fire. The person that lived in the building or the unit perished, died. You know, they go back through, they're suing the appraiser for
not pointing it out.
Correct, because it's Illinois law to have a smoke detector and carbon monoxide detector within, I think it's 10 feet of your sleeping area.
Mm-hmm.
So the appraiser, regardless FHA or conventional financing or USDA or VA financing, they have to comment on if the property, you know, if it meets the general federal standards or the agency standards, but also if it meets local, state, municipal code.
Right.
These appraisers are covering their butt, you know, like that. You want to talk about one of the worst jobs to have? Like, who's the guy that does like the crappy jobs, like Mike, whatever?
Oh yeah, Mike Rowe.
Yeah, I'm sure appraisers would love to be on there. But anyways, like, just don't get roped into that. You have to understand when you're looking at houses, there's things that rehabbers will do that are scrupulous, and one of them we talked about. Nick and I are talking about. Adam, you've probably never seen this either. When you just see an unfinished basement with plywood walls or plywood bolted to the exterior walls. Maybe trying to cover something up, you think?
Is there something behind there?
Yeah, exactly. Like I always talk about that too. Like when you see like these listing photos sometimes of like kitchens, you're like, how does that? Those people didn't even spend the time to go to Menards or Home Depot or Lowe's where they'll do a free sketch for you of how to lay out your cabinets. It's like, oh, well, you can't open that cabinet and have the refrigerator open at the same time.
Yeah, the oven won't open because the thing.
Is your refrigerator running? All right. Airing of grievances is over. On to the next stuff.
That's your rant right there.
That's it.
Hey,
I'm gonna try to keep.
You can do that every day, really.
I wake up every morning. I go for a long walk around my neighborhood. And
I've never seen this in all my years.
All my years, I've never seen this. I'll tell you what, Boomer.
Well, here it is.
You know what I've never seen before in all these years? Nothing. I've seen it all.
I was gonna say, yeah.
I've seen everything.
And you wouldn't be surprised if you did, right?
In 2024, I've probably seen more things than I've seen in the last 10 years. Anyways, carry on.
Onward,
Other things that we haven't seen. Wide receivers for the Minnesota Vikings getting large bags of cash.
Wow. Who's throwing it?
Good question.
JJ McCarthy.
Jeez.
LaGrange. He's from LaGrange, right?
Believe so.
Yeah, LaGrange, Illinois.
Are they going to be a powerhouse now? Like, is it like them and the Bears? Is that?
I mean, I think they were pretty. Like the Vikings have always kind of like hung around there.
They've been good. They've always been good.
Vikings always been solid.
Solid. That's the problem. They just get like almost there.
They never break over the hump.
They are literally Kirk Cousins as a team.
Yeah, and where Brett Favre went to die.
Yeah.
We don't want to know what he did when he was on the Jets.
Ooh,
so
yeah,
man. don't check your phones.
Well, there wasn't Snapchat, that's for sure.
No.
There was a snap, all right.
Yeah, 110 million guaranteed.
Family show.
Yeah, 110 mil guaranteed over 4 years.
So
that's crazy.
I'm the sports dummy. He signs this contract. If he gets hurt in practice the next day, 110 million. Is that how that works?
Yeah, I think it was guaranteed. I think they probably have some type of insurance policy against it, or injury settlement and all that stuff. But yeah, but it's a lot of coin.
Well, let's just hope he doesn't end up the way of MC Hammer and Darryl Strawberry and all those guys that just. I mean, you get 110 million, you could set your kids up forever.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we'll talk about that bag of cash and some ideas with that because Adam's got some ideas for it.
Ooh.
But let's talk about like irresponsible things that we would do with 110 million first.
Okay, I'm about that.
Let's yeah, exactly. Where's the first 10 million going, Adam?
Well, probably the world's biggest Yeti. I'm thinking like if it 1,000.
Like Yeti the cooler, or are you gonna buy like an actual Yeti?
Yeti the cooler.
Cool. Have a Yeti room with a Yeti, drinking out of Yetis from the Yeti. Wow. The triple Yeti.
I love it.
That was a quadruple Yeti.
It might run you about 10 million. I've seen.
What is the plural of Yeti?
Ooh, you got this?
Yeti.
Yeti. Ooh.
which
There's
mind
Jedi.
control Jedi's.
All right, look at that.
Why? What are you doing with the 100? What are you doing with the first 10?
Couldn't even tell you what I'm doing with the first 10.
First
I don't
10,
know.
putting a down payment on a yacht.
Yacht?
Yes.
And
And
where are
I'm
you putting the yacht?
it's going to be based in the Caribbean.
Okay.
So here, my entire life goal is to just take all of my assets when I decide I'm going to retire, liquidate all of them, buy myself a sailboat, a nice one, some living quarters, all of that, and then buy myself a condo in a Jimmy Buffett Margaritaville community.
Yes.
That'll be base, so my children can come there and visit me and my wife at Christmas and the
But then you
holidays.
can just go over to Bermuda. And
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna
Bimini.
live in the Caribbean, man. Like trying to get this tan on.
That's awesome.
I'm literally gonna throw you guys. The last thing you'll ever hear from me is a picture of me throwing my phone in the water from someone else's phone.
You guys ever heard of Captain Jack?
No.
Ever-
Jack Sparrow?
No, Captain Jack's a real guy. He lives in the Keys on a yacht.
Captain
Really?
Jack.
Yep, that's where he lives, off the grid. He's from Elkhart, Indiana.
Really?
Ooh.
Down in the Keys, yeah. I don't think he lives there anymore. I think he had some health issues. But yeah, for the longest time, you'd go down in the Keys, you'd boat out to him way out, and you bring your own beer, and you
Just
just
hang
party
out.
with him all day.
There's just something about
like
like
Captain
salt
Ron.
water, a little breeze. I don't know.
Off the
Oh,
grid.
So Adam's got his little Yeti room. He's
Yeah, yeah.
Adam will be frozen. I'll be getting my suntan on. Nick, what are you doing with your first 10 mil out of that
Oh
deal?
man, I'm getting the heck out of here. I know that.
Out of the rusty putter, I would hope so.
Getting
I would hope that you
out of
acquired. I would hope that
Illinois,
you acquired the rusty
out of
putter.
Illinois, out of Midwest. I'd sponsor the Rusty Putter.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know,
cool.
for the next generation coming
The
up.
Yeti
We
room?
could do that.
You can have a Yeti room
Yeah.
sponsorship.
Oh,
We could do that.
We should just build a little Yeti room over there. Next week, live from the Yeti room.
All right, so he's getting out of here. He's getting to warm
All right,
up.
so
Get out of
where
here.
you
Warm
going?
weather. I don't know. Probably, I'm with you. I'd like to get a yacht boat somewhere and just that's where I'd like
Just
to be.
go.
Just be done. You know what I mean? No distractions, nothing else. Do whatever you want and live a good life.
That's cool.
But you got to catch
But-
football. You got to catch footballs for 4 years, though. That's,
yeah.
I'll come back and do that.
I mean, you do
Work
have,
out in
you,
the Caribbean,
You
you know,
do have
and-
the physique and the build of an NFL wide receiver. If I've
Yeah.
ever seen one.
I mean, yeah, if you could give me, another foot and I'd do all right. But I'm here at the Rusty Putter, so I'm selling houses.
Exactly. All right. Well, so this Captain Jack guy, though, how did you encounter him?
We go down to the Keys a lot. My aunt and uncle both have places down there, so we boat out, and he's out there.
What does he
He's
got?
yanked
Like a
up.
giant yacht? Like a.
It's not a giant yacht, but it's suitable. He's got living quarters in it.
And what do you
full
just?
kitchen.
Is there like a knock? Do you just like honk your air horn? You're like, hey, we're here.
No, you just
It's a
dock
party
up
with you.
right next to him. Tie up. He's always there, sitting there. He's got a
Same
top.
spot.
And, yep,
He's
he's
always
got
in the same spot.
same spot. It's got the flags. Say BYOB. Bring your own beer.
Wow, I bet that guy's.
If you
got
go there-
stories.
Oh,
He's got
In the
stories. yeah.
Keys?
Yeah. Look him up. He's on like YouTube, Google, and everything. Captain
Look
Jack
him
in the
up.
Keys. Yeah.
Captain Jack, I'm coming to
Yeah.
see you.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna see his ass.
He's not there anymore though. He had some health issues, so
Well, where'd he go?
Oh,
I don't know where he's at now. To be honest,
All right,
But
we're gonna
this
look him
was just a couple years ago.
Someone
That's
find
where he stopped
Captain
going.
Jack.
Captain Jack, if you're out there,
We would like to
one
have
of
you as a guest.
our 5 watchers, we're gonna have a live stream from your yacht.
Yep. He had a dog. There's a little small island out there. I mean, not big at all. He had a dog. The dog would jump off the boat, swim to the island. That's where the dog would go to the bathroom, come back on the boat, and that's where he lived.
Wow, that's pretty
What a
cool.
life.
Caught his own fish, or
Caught
people
his-
brought
yeah.
him food. Probably.
Yep, all the lobster was in there, all the fish you want. I mean, that's what they did.
That's pretty neat.
They'd go into town just to get like water and stuff like
Potatoes,
that. Or whatever.
you
Yeah,
know.
yeah. No potatoes out there in the ocean.
All right, so Nick and I will be sailing past each other. Adam, you
Yeah.
can bring your Yeti down.
Yeah.
You keep our drinks cold for us.
Yeti.
All right, so that's the first 10. Anything else? Any other outrageous purchases?
No, I don't think so.
I don't know.
I'd consider buying my own golf course too, probably.
That'd be cool.
There you go.
Just have like members only, like 12 people that can only play there, so that you just never have a problem with playing.
Just play whenever you
Doesn't
want.
matter.
Yeah, I don't even care about one. Like it's more just a slow play
Like
issue.
$1 million a year, like budget for.
Yeah, it's kind of like what's that? There's a course out like kind of west of DeKalb. There's like they have like 500 members and that's it.
Really?
The Bulls, yeah. It's got like a racetrack out there too.
That'd be
The
cool.
Live, I think, had an event out there. A couple.
Oh, Black Sheep or Rich Harvest.
Yeah.
That's nice. Yeah, that guy's story is amazing. He did something where he invented something with a barcode or I don't know. He did something cool.
Something fancy.
Yeah.
All right. So, any other splurges there, Nick? What else are you gonna?
I mean, I
Second-
don't know. I don't know.
second
I
year
don't
the
have that
contract?
kind of money. I got no idea. I mean, there's a lot you can do.
All right, Adam. What? So you're Justin Jefferson's 5th financial guy.
Oh yeah, he's probably got a team of them.
So one of the things that we've talked about a few times, and we're going to go into a little bit of detail because I think, Nick, you work with a lot of investors and some people that are trying to maybe set up some family things, is an alternative way to buy a house or to essentially be your own mortgage, right?
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm not giving any financial advice, right? Because I don't want to do that. But
This show is only for entertainment purposes.
right, entertainment purposes only. But what I've noticed is that people think about like their money and they're always trying to get like a huge return. And what they fail to realize is how much risk is involved with that return. So what I think the most important part of your portfolio is just your safe money. Like I'm just talking about if there's a spectrum of risk, like all the way out here, you've got, whatever, your meme stock coins and stuff. And then over here, you have cold hard cash or gold. Like I like to focus just on that safe amount that's always going to be there. You might never make a crap load, but there's some ways that make your money more efficient inside of that.
Compounding and tax avoidance.
Compounding, you just have a nice tax strategy. So what I love about, I think what you're describing is the whole life concept.
Yes, sir.
You'll find on TikTok, a lot of that stuff's BS. A lot of them, they'll put you in some kind of a fund that mixes an index, and then you've got risk in there. I love that. Just plain whole life, like 4, 5, 6% year over year, tax free. And then there's a really cool compounding effect, which I think you're talking about, right?
That's where I'm going with it. Tell me about it.
So I think you can kind of see a theme here that we're all trying to be the most efficient we can be, like with our business, with our money. And what happens is if you've got, let's just say you've got $500,000 inside of a whole life contract, right? Because it is a product. And inside of there, you're getting, let's just say 4 or 5%. Inside of this contract, what makes this thing so amazing is that if you want to go, let's just say buy a condo downtown, right? Let's $300,000 will get you a pretty nice 2-bedroom somewhere, right? You could take that
downtown Elkhart, Indiana.
Yeah, bingo.
Have you seen these prices? No, continue. Sorry, I don't mean to disrupt.
You're good. So you can use your money in 2 different places, which was what makes this thing so special. Instead of it would never leave that account. So you got $500,000 making 5%. You go over here, you do a cash deal on a condo. What's a good return on like an investment property with cash on cash? No banks involved. You just got taxes and
I don't know, 9%. Would you say?
I was going to say 10.
9, 10, 15. So inside of there, now you've got your cash working over here. You got it over here. What makes it not taxable is that you're using the insurance company's money. And the way you're doing it is you're saying, hey, look, tied to that $500,000, let's just say I got a $2 million death benefit that company knows in the future they're going to have to pay it. It's already on their books. They've already accounted for it.
They're betting on your death.
They know you're going to die, right?
Lucky number slam.
They're just saying, hey, look, all you're going to say is, look, I'm Nick. You're going to pay out $2 million when I die. Can I just have a little bit of that while I'm living? And they're like, cool. You take the money from the insurance company, use their money for that, and it's not taxable. Sure, you got to put it back in there and pay them off, but the return on the condo should outweigh that.
Right. It's a good way. It's a good way to start the game.
You just You just play that game for like 15 years, and then all of a sudden you got a portfolio of real estate that you can go see Captain Jack.
That's it. You're done. You don't got to catch footballs anymore.
Well, I think it's the goal. Yeah, you don't got to run a slant over the middle and get smoked by a Bosa or a.
Oh, they don't do that. They don't do that anymore. It's like 2-hand touch football nowadays.
It is.
You know, so you can get it. Yeah.
I've been watching the wrong sport. I've been watching XFL again.
What I think's wrong though is like you see these TikToks like, like 2 years you could do it.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
No, that is not how it works.
I'm glad you brought that up because we didn't even we didn't even
question all the time.
Yeah, like a lot. They're like, I read that I get rich in 2 years.
They're trying to school you on it.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny we didn't even bring this up like beforehand talking about things, but the whole TikTok strategy, like we hear all kinds of crazy things like, oh, the Wyoming double dip LLC plan.
Yeah, come on.
Have you seen how much it costs to set that up, manage these LLCs, and then to get a mortgage in an LLC, you're going to pay higher rate, higher fees, all that stuff. Like, all of these people come up with these great ideas. I guarantee you could call me, you could call Adam, you could probably call Nick and anyone else we've really had on the show and say, talk to me about a plan and then show me your balance sheet. Show me that you're real. You want to see these TikTok people's balance sheets? I'm going to guess that they're probably bullshit.
Yeah.
That's the BS, the balance sheet.
If there's a link underneath to subscribe and pay, it's probably not
well,
real.
And it's like this whole concept, and we talked about this the other day, and we're going to have an episode on it about down payment and where you can get money from. But this concept of always using OPM or other people's money, You know, I see this all the time with debt service coverage ratio loans. Like, oh, go here, get this, and then have the seller do a carryback or finance. Like, if the seller is willing to do that, that property probably isn't cash flowing appropriately. The sellers typically sell properties because they want to liquidate all of the equity in the property to make a different move.
Why would they shift the risk onto whether or not you're going to?
Well, they're going to take a second lien on a mortgage product at a higher rate that isn't fully qualified to begin with. There's all of this TikTok stuff. Like, just call us. We can, within 4 minutes, probably unpeel the onion and get to the bottom of the scam, the trick, the line of crap. You run into that all. Nick, I'm sure you're dealing with you're dealing with equestrian properties, commercial properties, and residential. So, what's one of the wildest ones you've heard?
So wildest one I heard is, so a guy is losing money on a big building that he has, huge money that he has. Wants a crap ton of money for it. Doesn't make any sense financially. No bank would ever back it whatsoever. So he wants to do a seller finance deal with the buyer for the whole entire thing.
Okay.
So 100% financing.
100%
so
financing.
No equity, no skin in the game.
Yep.
And the property's losing money.
Losing money. Yep.
Substantial money.
Yep. How does that make sense?
And he wants the seller to
Well, it's a genius move for the seller. I think at that point, I'm never going to be able to sell this thing, so I'm going to offload the risk on some other idiot that's going to has no skin in the game.
Yeah.
And if
it never works.
If he fails, he just takes the property back.
He does take the property back.
Yeah. Seems like a pretty good deal for him.
Well, you're stuck with a property that's not making any money, though.
Sure.
You know?
Well, I think that's like when you start to see some of these things, like, oh, the creative this or creative that. You're trying to circumvent a system that's designed to protect you.
Yeah. I've seen a buyer try to put $5,000 down, seller finance the rest on a $2 million property.
And then $5,000 down?
$5,000 down.
On $2 million?
On $2 million, yep.
Holy cow.
I'd make that.
Yeah.
So you're borrow 1.995. All right.
Yeah. And then asked if I would take my real estate commission in payments.
Stop it.
Yeah. So
what was your answer?
Not a chance.
I think like that.
I didn't say it quite like that, but I just kind of said, well, I don't think it really quite works like that. But I'll have to talk to Macaulay, see what they say.
He's good for it, I promise.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
He just borrowed $1.995 million on a property that's losing money.
He's got $5,000 in the bank. He's golden.
And I think that, like, we say we're laughing about this, but I think we say it with sincerity. Give us a call and talk to us about guardrails that are established before you blow through one or have someone convince you to blow through one.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you can hurt yourself really bad if you follow some of these geniuses on TikTok and Instagram or in your next door neighbor for that matter.
I don't think people that do that, I don't think they get really far in the process because then they realize what actually goes into it.
Yeah,
and they're not even close to ready for it. You get the real story when you're actually trying to do it.
After when you're sitting there, money for the subscription and
But at 10 p.m., 11 p.m. at night, going to TikTok, you can be a millionaire tomorrow.
I read some of these things and it's like, I think one of my favorite ones was a class on how to handle your student loans.
Yep.
I was like, if you do the math on what this guy said, you're actually going to owe like $248,000 more in 8 years. But hey, you got no payments today.
Yeah,
no payments today.
No payments today. And that's like,
it's all people care about, right?
Just give us it. Give me a call, Nick, Adam, anyone we've had on the show. We'll talk you through it. We've heard it all.
What's amazing to me is I think that the reason people don't do that is they're untrusting. Like they just have, whatever the reason is. But they will trust a TikTok ad or an Instagram scroll, like clickbait, without calling anybody because they just don't want to put themselves out there.
Here's the thing. You give one of us a call. If we can't answer for you, we can connect you with someone that can.
That's
the biggest thing. And then from there, you can get your real information and figure out what it really takes to do it. So, and
let's talk real quick before we get into the grill and Nick with some good questions. Let's talk about connecting people that can do things.
Yeah.
So I want to give a shout out to Adam and the Hague Insurance Agency about a deal I had 2 weeks ago. This is the difference between an insurance agency that cares and has customer service versus agencies that don't. We have borrower, his whole schedule changed, wanted to move closing up a week. Insurance agent goes, I got 8 customers in front of them. I can't get to this. 3 days later, the day of the closing, we still don't have an insurance policy. If they're going to treat you like that when they want your money, what happens when you want their money? You need to file a claim. We connected our borrower the second time with Adam's team, and within 28 minutes, we had a quote The guy was saving money on his car insurance. His homeowner's insurance was $11 more a year expensive.
Yeah.
$11 more, but he was saving.
Probably better coverage. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was way better coverage, but he was saving $198 a year on car insurance. So he was net positive, and he's got an insurance agent in a group that cares about him now because he needed that. How as an insurance agent do you let someone get to the closing day without a policy?
Yeah, that's wild.
On an email thread with the borrower, so I have 9 customers in front of you or 8 customers in front
You're
of
in
you.
queue.
So he's now spending $11 more a year, you said, or a month?
$11 more a year on homeowners insurance, but saving almost $200 a year on car insurance.
Yeah.
So he's doing all right anyway. But even if he was spending a little bit more,
he's got insurance.
Like you said, you got insurance.
He can buy his house.
You're really saving
because
money.
Guess
down
what?
the line. Yeah.
If he had to take another day off of work unpaid at making $35 an hour, his first 28 minutes on the clock, he's recouped that.
It's the preventive spending money. Now he's not going to have to spend money when he files the claim. And
I think the other telling thing is if you're working with somebody that you want to trust, the fact that they can say, I don't know, but I've got somebody, like just not trying to like act like they know. Like there's things you send me, right? That I'm like, hey, look, I cannot do, like I couldn't do an equestrian business, right? It just doesn't fit in my box.
Yep.
I'll just be like, hey, no, I can't, but you should talk to this guy or this guy because I know that they know. So if it's just, if you run into somebody that thinks that they know everything and they could do it all, like I would run.
Jack of all trades, master of none. I think as you run into that.
Yep.
All right.
What are we grilling?
What do we got? We got questions for me that I don't know about yet.
Yes.
Oh man.
We call this the Blackstone.
Do I need a whiskey for this one?
Oh yeah, we were putting you
on
the Blackstone.
On the Blackstone.
The Blackstone hot seater. Turn
Blackstone
up the heat,
hot
baby.
seat. All right.
Love
it. Let's do it.
All right. So you're a baseball guy, moderately.
Moderately a baseball guy,
right.
big Cubs fan. What do you got?
All right. So we need. This is actually from the movie Bull Durham. We need to know if there should be a constitutional amendment to ban the designated hitter.
To ban the designated hitter.
Yes. You're a National League guy. What's your opinion?
I like the designated hitter.
I love that. It's more exciting.
I love it.
All right.
See, it's now the real baseball fans. I'll go. They don't like it because they think there's more managing going involved in the National League, the American League. I mean, I'm a baseball guy. I like it, but why do I want to watch a pitcher strike out?
Yeah, or the double switch.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, we got you're down 3, but you got bases loaded, and here comes Kerry Wood up. Kerry Wood can kind of hit. So that's a bad example.
Exciting though when they connect on one. And you're like, that's not supposed to happen.
Remember, you're a White Sox fan, right?
Yep. Okay. Unfortunately, the one that still exists.
Yeah. Best pitcher I'd ever seen that was on the Cubs was Carlos Zambrano. Anyway, I'm a DH guy.
Pro DH.
All day.
All right.
Yep.
How about AstroTurf?
Hate it.
All right. Get rid of that stuff.
Get rid of it.
Likewise.
Get the real stuff out there. Yeah.
Yeah. Just not the Soldier Field grass, though. We don't want that grass. That grass
That grass sucks. Why is it always so bad?
I think it's because they let people play soccer there.
That's what it is. Yeah. They got
soccer.
Well, they can't. That's why they can't put turf there because I think they want to have another World Cup in Chicago at some point, and FIFA's got.
But
rules.
everyone likes real grass anyway.
FIFA's got rules about that because they need to make sure that they can pocket some money from all the sod farms.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Continuing on the Bull Durham thread here, Nick.
Okay.
Presents on Christmas Eve or Christmas morning?
Christmas morning.
All right.
What about you?
He's a traditionalist. I think Christmas Eve. I like Christmas morning. I kind of like just wake up, eat an excessive amount of food, drink 155 mimosas, 8 coffees with Baileys, and then take a nap the rest of the day. Get it all done on the eve.
Christmas Eve night is good. Christmas morning, we got the young daughter now, so that gets me excited.
We were always you can pick out one Christmas Eve.
You
get to pick out one, and then you got to do the rest of the morning.
We started out with that, and then I figured out where my parents used to hide all the Christmas presents. So me and my brother would, hey, look at this. We got paintball guns. We'll go play with them for a week.
Put them back.
Wrap them back up. Hey, why is this?
I got a paintball.
Look at this. Why is there a splatter on this thing?
Yeah.
All right, here's a good one. We're gonna get real deep here.
These are easy.
A song that you only listen to on repeat when you're by yourself.
Oh, there's like a million of them.
All right, here we go.
The Titanic song.
Titanic song.
I
don't know. There's a lot, man.
It
depends on the vibe. It depends on the vibe.
Give me the deepest one,
I don't want anybody to know that everybody on this podcast,
our
million viewers, are going to be watching.
We got to get vulnerable here.
God, I don't know. I want to answer this.
Is it Prince?
Give me something. No, I don't know.
I'll tell you.
Prince.
Mine's Blank Space by Taylor Swift.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Blank Space.
I could jam
out.
out.
Oh yeah. You ever just driving on a high, driving at night at like 11 p.m. by yourself. You're like, man, I should just smoke a cigarette and sing Taylor Swift.
I don't even know.
Why is my voice so raspy?
I mean, mine would probably be, I listen to it with other people, but Usher, that at 7 o'clock on the dot. I used to listen to that like on full blast on my boombox.
I don't think I got an answer for you right now, being honest.
All right, we'll come back to that.
Come back to that. Let me think on that
Probably meatloaf for you.
Yeah. I would do anything for this guy to get his contract accepted.
Yeah.
But I won't do that.
I won't come down $1,000.
What will he do in that song anyways?
You know exactly what that answer is. All right. Favorite rapper or rap group?
Favorite rapper? Oh, Eminem, easy.
All
right. Eminem.
Solid one. Yeah, Billy's coming out with a new album here pretty soon.
Marshall Mathers.
Yeah, well, the old
Marshall Mathers.
Shady, yeah, the old. I like the old school. The new school stuff,
He needs to let go. It's too
old.
old.
Well, I mean, opiate addiction, and all that stuff.
Whatever. He's living a better life. I get that, but
it's tough.
The music game is
tough living on Torch Lake. That's Kid Rock.
What about you guys?
I love Torch Lake.
Ooh, man, I really like. If we're gonna go group though, I would say Beastie Boys.
Outcast for me.
You said, did we say rap?
Outcast, Andre. What?
Rap group?
Yeah, you don't think Beastie Boys are rap?
No. Are they?
For real?
Yeah, they're rap.
Like they're original like hip hop.
Right. Hip hop.
I guess I should have classified hip hop, rap. I don't know.
All right.
Tribe Called Quest.
Yeah.
De La Soul. I don't know.
All right.
Using Outcast, Andre 3000. Outcast, solid man. Like,
I haven't listened to a single song I didn't like from them.
One of my favorite lines of all time, an Outcast song, "Cooler than a polar bear's toy."
Yeah, I think about that a lot.
They try to even sing that, like even while you're slizzering on some syrup.
YKK Onion Zipper.
Punk or emo?
Punk.
All right. So Blink 182 over Good Charlotte.
Blink 182 is good. Yeah. Yep.
All right.
I like Blink 182.
How many times have you watched The Notebook?
Oh man, 10 times.
All right.
One of my wife's favorite movies.
What do you want?
Did you cry while watching Marley and Me?
I did not.
I did,
but a great movie.
Yeah, me too. That one, dude, sad.
Soft.
I'm super, when it comes to movies, I am one of the softest people in America.
No, that was a sad movie. Good movie.
All right, are you cheating and looking at this list? Because this next one's good.
I am already.
Caitlin Clark.
Love her.
All right.
What about? I mean, I don't get what do you guys think about all that? That's good. That's a good thing. Let's spend a little time on that.
I think that.
You think the media is just playing both sides of it to the max, and there's like a middle ground there?
Let me tell you a thing about the media. They really love to play both sides, so they get everyone in, get all the engagement. Yeah. But what she's got going on.
That's cool, man. I think it's cool.
It's awesome what she has going on. What she's taking though, these Draymond Green style like elbows and just getting the shit kicked out of her. A little bit of BS.
Yeah.
I mean,
do you think the players are jealous, or what do you think it is?
Hell yeah.
You think? I mean, I think it too. I'm just wondering if it's just that, or like, because she's putting them all on the map.
Right.
Well, if you ask Angel Reese, she is also helping put them on the map.
Yeah. Well,
if you have to come out, great class of basketball players right there.
Angel Reese is a good player, but if you have to come out and tell everybody that you put the game on the map, I don't think.
Also, are you watching it? Because I'm not.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I saw
the highlights.
I haven't watched it. No.
Am I turning on what is even their name? The Indiana
Fever.
The Fever?
Yes.
Fever. I'm turning on a Fever game.
I think I watched the part of the first.
I thought
game.
I called you the other day and you said you were in Indianapolis busy.
I'm watching.
Hey, you want to go play this course? No, I'm busy. I'm in Indianapolis.
Listen, I'm all about like the female stuff. I'm a girl dad, but we used to call the women's soccer. We called it underwater soccer. Because it's just so slow. Like, it's not as fast as it could. Anyways, I'm not going to get myself in trouble. I think Caitlin Clark's awesome.
I think she's awesome. At least the reason we're even talking about it is because of her right now. So
yeah,
I mean that's better than what it was. Obviously, it's not anywhere but the men's game. But
I agree.
Yeah.
How long is your hair routine?
Yeah. How long?
Oh man, I wish my wife was here for that. No, it takes me probably about 20 minutes.
Is there a blow dryer involved?
No blow dryer. I don't feather or anything like that.
Yeah, man, it takes me about 20 minutes too.
You just wake up and go.
Yeah, pretty much.
You only want to wear hats at work after the closing.
Yeah, man. Well, look at this thing. I got no hair left back up there. It's keeps falling out.
I got to put the product in, let it sit for a little bit, and then make sure I get this perfect.
You know what I love about America? They charge you and me for the same haircut.
Yeah,
that is true.
A little BS, one size fits all on the haircut stuff for men.
How do we feel about Urlacher though?
Growing it back, or his Instagram post with Donald Trump the other day.
Oh my god.
I did not see that.
Oh,
I didn't either.
Yeah, it was
Is that a
him.
big
They were on
thing
the
or
golf
something, or-
course just saying, "Hey, just want to let everyone know this is my guy." So standing by him.
Trump.
Stand by your man. You know.
He's a felon.
You're allowed to do that, right?
Yeah, Urlacher. He got his. I think it's because Trump may have pardoned his brother.
He
that was
did.
running that town.
Yeah, and I know the other guy that went down for it. He was
Yeah.
a good friend of mine, and that was messed up. Why didn't you pardon everybody, Trump? Why did Urlacher's brother get it?
Yeah.
It's messed up.
All right, so Nick, we got to get back to this song here before we get out of here.
Oh man, song.
Just give us like that one. Like you've had a few too many drinks, and you're in the car.
I got some. All right, so
And you're just kinda like-
Blink 182. I'll jam. If I got too many drinks, I'll Blink 182. I'll jam out too. Yeah, all the small things. There's some other good ones too.
All right, that's
I
kind
thought
of
you were
like
I'll
gonna-
jam out.
I thought you were gonna come with some Celine Dion or something.
Yeah,
No,
I mean, I'm
it's
rocking
too old
this
for.
Cel-
That's too old for me.
I'm wearing
Man.
Selena today,
That's
which
too
is
old.
also too old for you. But
Maybe some
Selena-
Dion.
That's good.
Elos
That's a
Dinos.
good movie. That's the only reason I know about her. Good movie.
It's a great movie.
Sad
Selena
movie.
Elos Dinos. Pretty sad situation with her, but it is what it is.
Mhm.
All right,
So
so
I'll
Blink
listen to
182,
some
you're-
punk music if that's
Cool.
That's not what a lot of people know about me, but
all right.
that's what I'll do.
You got the like finger taps going on the wheel too.
Yeah, I got it all going. So
I can't think. Blink 182. What's that? Mark? I don't know. Travis, Tom.
Who knows?
Yeah, who
Blink
cares?
182 to me.
Blink
all the small
182, Blink-
things, or a couple
yeah.
other ones that I don't know.
Blink 182 times. All
Yeah.
right. Anything else on all the small things topics? Anything else we need to cover here?
No, I think we're good to go.
Nick,
Like
how
I
do
said,
you-
you went on your rant and
Yeah.
we covered some good stuff. That's
So
some
we
good questions.
covered some
Yeah.
ground.
Good job on the
Yeah.
Blackstone hot seat.
Yeah,
today.
welcome.
Yeah.
You're,
I
how's-
like you guys need
how's
to make
your ass?
you guys need to make that you need to make that a staple. I think that's
Oh,
good.
all right. Well,
You know,
all right. Next week we got.
I want to see Tony Minaderos. That's the one I want to see.
He'll be on in
Yeah,
two weeks, I think.
He'll get some
Next
good
week.
content
Next
on
week we
that.
got a good one. We got Harris Kuklakis next
Oh,
week. to,
get him. Yeah, get him on
ask
that.
him
So,
some
I'll
more
get him
tough
on the
questions.
hot seat.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
The
we got some
attorney,
better
the attorney
questions.
that swore to
yeah.
secrecy.
He's got a grand opening too. I think
He does.
Yeah, January, June.
Yeah.
June 4th. Don't worry about the year.
January
month.
14th.
Yeah,
coming
yeah.
for you, Harris.
Already missed it. All right, Nick, how do people get in touch with you?
Realtor page, Facebook page, Realtor Nico, so you can follow and give us a call anytime. 630-284-9624.
All right.
You guys on the screen.
On the screen.
You are here every
Subscribe.
Wednesday at 9 a.m., right?
Yeah.
Subscribe. More financial, not advice.
this is
But
all
actually some good stuff.
If you want entertaining ideas, follow our stuff, but it's not advice. It's just an idea.
It's an idea.
It's
I'm telling you
entertainment.
what
I
to
think-
do.
Read the disclosures,
We're
read
not
the
saying
fine
you
print.
should do it. We're saying some people do.
I
We
think
do
we-
post the fine print or the Z copy for 4 seconds, so
Mhm.
we know that this is not experts. This is just
I
ideas.
think a good way to put it is call us because we actually care. We're people right here, right out in front of you in the area. If we can't answer it for you, we're going to connect you with someone that can.
We have our
That's-
Rolodexes
Our job is to make connections, right? That's part of our job.
connector.
Hakuna
Connect
Matata.
4.
That's
And that's what we'll play next week. All right, that's all we got.
All
We're
right.
out of here.
Good one.